Hai and Assalamualaikum. Today we will present about geology petroleum by group 2. So the member of group 2, which is Muhammad Nizar Fahmi bin Mustafa, Muhammad Nur Iman bin Umar, Nur Izzatul Syafiqah binti Muhammad Asri, Siti Nurasila binti Anan, Siti Aisyah binti Muhammad Zaidi, and me, Farawahida binti Safi'i. Hi, my name is Farawahida binti Safi'i. So I will present about TLDM Kuah. For TLDM Kuah, we have three formation, which is Sertu formation, Single formation, and Cuping formation. For Sertu formation and Cuping formation, we have limestone. For Sertu, we have a dark grey limestone, and Cuping formation also dark grey bioclastic limestone. But for Single formation, we have sandstone, which is grey to black sandstone. Okay, for finding limestone is a hard rock called limestone has developed fracture porosity as a result of compression fracture brought on by tectonic plates movement. Depending on the composition of the deeper rock layer, this fracture may be filled with gas, oil, and water. Porous limestone originated millions of years ago in a tropical marine environment and contain oil and gas. Second is for sandstone. Sandstone is due to high permeability and porosity. Sandstone also have many small pockets within the rock that can hold oil and gas, and sandstone's strong permeability allow oil and gas to pass through the rock, and deposit appearing to be solid and yellow. Sandstone is actually a sponge with sand granulates that offer enough space for fluid like oil and natural gas to be trapped. Okay, for fault have a significant role in migration and trapping of hydrocarbon that offering bearing to or fluid flow. So it is a low influencing fluid pace trapping and potential pace fractional in a subsurface. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Aisyah binti Muhammad Zaidi with metric number E20A0486. Okay, I will present for the geology petroleum of Pantai Tengkorak. Okay, the Tengkorak belt within Cincin member is formed from Macincang formation. Commonly noted that petroleum occur almost exclusively within sedimentary rocks. The rocks that appeared there mostly classified as sandstone, siltstone, and mudstone, and all of these rocks are sedimentary rocks. Okay, the sedimentary rocks that are involved with the petroleum source are sandstone, mudstone, and also siltstone. Okay, the first one is sandstone. Sandstone from the study location is created from grains of minerals like quartz bound by other components such as silica. Okay, because of the inherent porosity between their grains, sandstone often become excellent reservoirs for oil or natural gas. The sandstone bed there seems to push a very thin layer of siltstone downward as it gets deposited. Okay, next is mudstone. Mudstone variously acts as source seals and shale gas reservoirs in petroleum system. Mudstone and siltstone are the source rocks that, which appear with minor fine grain. Sandstone and grain size equivalence among carbonate-rich and silicous rocks. Okay, when hydrocarbon migrate out of the rock, out of the source rock to porous rock capped by an impermeable stratum, they will form the conventional oil and gas reservoirs. Okay, oil and natural gas extracted directly from these petroleum source rocks constitute as one of the fastest growing energy resource in the world. Okay, there are also structural geology that are related to the petroleum, which found at Pantai Tengkorak. One of them are the anticline fold, which having two episodes of sandstone siltstone interbedding. Okay, this anticline fold can form the petroleum trap that known as anticline trap. Okay, The other structural geology found there is a sedimentary structure, which is called as lode cast, that also can be observed at the base of one of the bedding there.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nur Iman Hakim bin Umar. My magic number is E20A0392. I will present geological petroleum at hydrogen tumurun. For the formation of the hydrogen tumurun is Macinca Formation. Macinca Formation is the late Cambrian age for the upper part of the formation, primarily composed of sandstone with grain size range from fine to medium, with smaller amount of coarse grain sandstone, conglomerate and shale. For the finding at the hydrogen tumurun is shellstone, which is the sedimentary rock known as shale, particularly abundant in corrosion due to its composition. The hydrocarbon found in shale offer an alternative to the usage of petroleum or natural gas in some applications. Other finding at hydrogen tumurun is sandstone, which is the high permeability of sandstone make it possible for oil and gas to move freely through the rock. Sandstone also contains grains of sand that provide enough room for fluids such as natural gas and oil to become trapped within rock.
My name is Siti Nurasila binti Anang and my metric number is E20A0497. So now I will present about the formation of Pulau Dayang Bunting. During the Middle Permian period, carbonate sediments started to accumulate again after the earth crust experienced the movements during the late Devonian until early Permian. And this has led to the deposition of another carbonate unit capping to the clastic Singer Formation and form the Chuping Formation. The deposition of Chuping limestone indicate that the earth was getting warmer during the period after prolonged global cooling. During that time, most of the limestone has crystallized into marble. Tasik Dayang Bunting is located at the junction or boundary between the Setul and Chuping formations. The Setul formation is dominated by dolomitic limestone with an alternating layers of clastic rocks like shale and mudstone. There is also metamorphic rock present in Setul formation. For Chuping Formation, it is primarily composed of limestone and marble. The occurrence of marble is caused by the intrusion of granite in the northern and eastern section of the island. So as you know, limestone is a good reservoir rock as it has tiny holes or pores which oil may flow and it can hold the hydrocarbon. So, almost all oil and gas is found within the tiny spaces in deeply buried sedimentary rocks like sandstone and coarse-grained limestone. So, this is due to the porous rocks that can be likened to a hard sponge that is full of tiny holes, but it is not compressible. So, the oil or gas can trap inside the rock's porosity.
Okay. My name is Muhammad Nizar Fahim bin Mustafa. Today I want to present about the finding of Pulau Dayang Bunting and also consists of Tasik Dayang Bunting. Okay, first, steep-sided limestone cast surround Tasik Dayang Bunting. It rounded hill with steep slope consists of Monget Hill and it has bedding marble rock. At the marble rock, it also has a faulting that form fracture zone silicon site, which is known as the lineation or strata on the marble rock and silica line. As you see that at the picture, the color indicate the fault plane, the fracture zone, also the arrow of the fault, and at the picture has two two fault, which is at the top and at the bottom. As you can see, the purple one color. Okay, so it show kisah trust fault extend to area Pulau Dayang Bunting. It show other structures such as with carbon fold and isocliner fold at the trust fault zone. It show that at the area of Pulau Dayang Bunting has the fold structure. And for further information, syncline only form structure trap for petroleum when the dispersed strata occur above the water table in dry rock and oil gathered in the bottom by gravity flow and capture pocket of hydrocarbon in the band of the arch. Impermeable rock bed often referred to as hill or cap rock trap hydrocarbon in the anticline pit. Okay, next is dolina structure form shown by the lake of Dayang Bunting related with dissolving of limestone. Okay, limestone may be effective reservoir rock. A good reservoir rock is one that contains significant porosity and permeability to store the hydrocarbon and allow them to flow. The formation of the dolling, or known as sinkhole, formed by accumulation of water from an underground river and the control river mouth. In this case, the control river mouth is an 10-meter thick limestone reservoir trapped underground that transmits the water from the lake to the sea and received off intruded by seawater. So, the Pulau Dayang Bunting is included in the Chuping Formation and also near to the syncline Mat Cincang Formation and anticline of the Chuping Formation also. So that's all for me. Thank you.
The next place is Pulau Ula. Pulau Ula is composed of rock from the Singa Formation. The Singa Formation is dominated by mudstone, siltstone and sandstone. The petroleum geology that have in Pulau Ula is anticline traps, fault traps, reservoir rock and cap rock. For the anticline traps, it is formed by a folding of rock, specifically a sandstone bed covered with low permeability shale is folded into a trap that contains petroleum products. The hydrocarbons are trapped in the peak of this fold. Next is the fault traps. Fault traps form when a reservoir rock is split along a fault line. Between the walls of the split reservoir, the clay traps oil and prevents it from leaving the trap. Other times there exists a pressure differential across the two sides of the fault that prevents the fluid from migrating. Next is the reservoir rock. The reservoir rock is the sandstone. Sandstone possesses the capacity to retain fluids within its pores. And sandstone also the excellent reservoir rocks because of their high porosity and permeability. Last is the cap rock. The example of the cap rock is mudstone in Pulau Ula. At the specific temperature, pressure or geological condition, it will stop the flow of fluids, and it also acts as a layers of impermeable rocks that shut off reservoir tops and other geological formations. That's all from our group. Thank you.